What's up, YouTube? Welcome to 6 Minutes. I am Bob6, and today I'm going to be discussing video games by suggestion. And in case you're not really paying attention, my third eye is showing today, which shows that I am all-knowing. So all this shit's going to be facts. I feel like I'm qualified to talk about video games. I have played video games since the beginning. I remember playing Pong. For those of you who don't know what Pong is, Google it. You'll be amazed that we actually consider that to be entertainment. I was a huge gamer, loved gaming. Modern Warfare 2 was my shit. I was a beta tester for World at War, and once I told them all the flaws that I saw and that it wasn't really that good, I was never asked to beta test another game. But just like my reactions and shit, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you straight up how it is. So, I was a big gamer right up until about, I don't know, I know my daughter was in high school when I just suddenly one day I was playing and I just went, I don't want to do this anymore. And I quit. Got rid of my Xbox, all my games, I just quit. And I don't really have any desire to play anymore. I've tried a few times, and I don't know what happened. But anyways, so I'm going to discuss the effects video games have on our kids, because that's a huge topic. And just like, here, let me go ahead and start the timer, because that's not fair that I sit there and rattle on and go, okay, I'll just spend 6 minutes now. All right, timer started. You know, society's looking for something to blame shit on instead of blaming parents and all the other failures that come into children's lives or affect children's lives. So they're pointing their fingers at video games. Oh, it's the violent video games that are causing children to shoot up schools and stuff. No, that's not it at all. I don't care what you say. When you consider how many billions of people play video games and how many, in comparison, it's relatively small number of children involved with gun violence. You can't tie it into video games, or it's a stretch, and that's what society's doing. They're just looking for something to blame it on. You know, there's just bad kids, bad human beings, period. Nobody has problems believing it. This always confuses me. Nobody has problems believing that there's a bad dog or a bad animal and putting it down. But they refuse to believe, or they don't want to believe because they're thinking with their heart instead of logically, because we're basically just animals. Sometimes people are just born bad. Period. I mean, it's a fact, but nobody wants to look at it like that. Or maybe your situation dictates it. Or maybe there is a mental illness, something has happened. Or maybe that child's in depression. Or maybe you had them on meds and all fucked up, and now they've come off the meds and they don't know really how to act because they're feeling for the first time and they're outraged. You know, there's any other thing that they could blame it on, but no, they're trying to wrap it up in a nice little bow. You know, when I was a kid, the big thing was, rock and roll is the devil's music. It's turning kids into devil worshipers and it's telling kids to kill themselves. What? Music telling kids to kill themselves. As a musician or artist, however you want to word it, your goal is to sell as many records as possible, to reach as many people as possible. So killing off your supply, the people that are buying your music or into you and wanting to hear what you say, what kind of sense does that make? You can say it. Zero, none at all. So blaming video games, when you look statistically at how many people play or have played video games. You know, when I was growing up, they've taken all the fun out of cartoons. I can't hardly stand to watch most cartoons. There's still a few animated things I watch, but cartoons as a whole. Oh, cartoons are making kids violent. You know, that went through like in the 90s. No. I grew up with those violent cartoons of well, they're from the 50s. I wasn't around the 50s, but I grew up watching them in the 70s. We knew right from wrong. If you drop a boulder on someone, it's going to fucking kill them. You know, kids playing these video games, they do get aggressions out, but it helps them, which is good to have a good fantasy life. They get to live out their fantasy of being away. The problem is they need to know right from wrong, which most of them do. But the video games are not what's causing them to be violent. It's not causing them to kill people. That's just bullshit. They're just trying to tie it in a little bow. Cartoons didn't make us kill people in the 70s. Did people die in the 70s? Did kids kill kids? Absolutely. I was in I believe the 5th grade, the first time I heard of a student killing a teacher because he felt that she had picked on him, which she may have, because school was way different back then. You didn't just get bullied by fellow students. There was also some teachers that would bully your ass. So times have changed, but not necessarily for the better. There's a lot of bad shit that goes on now, doesn't get reported. You know, it's a shame how high the teenage suicide rate is. And please, if you're watching this video and you feel suicidal or depressed, please talk to someone. Even if it's me, contact me through DMs, which is what most people do on Instagram. Please talk to me. And if I can't help you, I'll recommend that you get some help, professional help. Please. Because if you're thinking suicidal, that is not human nature. And to prove to yourself what human nature is, watch any story of survival against all odds, people surviving. Or look how many bums are on the street. Homeless people that have no hope of anything getting better. Well, I shouldn't just say bums. Bums are out there because they want to be. Homeless people have no hopes of anything getting better, but they're out there every day surviving. Survival is your natural instinct. So if you are feeling like shutting out the lights, game over, please get some help. Video games are not what's causing the problem. Our fucked up society, shitty parents, everybody's having to work, so no one's there to take care of the kids, so the kids are left alone to their own devices. They fall in with the wrong crowd. That is the thing too. Kids want to be a part of a family, so they end up in gangs or doing shit with their friends because they feel loved by their friends, the love they're not getting at home. So see, there's a whole host of other things that are factually wrong, causing children to be the way they are. So please, and if you're feeling violent, like you want to go kill somebody, because I've heard so many people, I just want to know what it feels like. That's fucked up. It's not a good feeling. Get help. Talk to someone. So no, video games are not the root of all evil. Video games are not causing all this bullshit that we're having. All right, I went a little over 6 minutes as far as actually talking, not counting my introduction or this outro. So I need more interaction, man. Thumbs up, thumb down. If you think I'm full of shit, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. And if you have some, I quit looking at the camera. I'll start looking at myself. How narcissistic of me. It's a force of habit. But if you got something you want to know what I think about it, I'm never going to bullshit you about it. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to give you my honest opinion, something else to think about, a different angle. Completely, well, there are some things I get pretty worked up about, but I'm not going to bullshit you people. So I appreciate those of you that are hanging here. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right down there. I really could use that. Thumbs up, thumbs down, some sort of interaction. Have a great day. Make someone laugh if you get the chance. Don't forget to tell your friends and family each and every time you leave that you love them, because you just never know when that's going to be the last chance you get to tell them. Be safe, people. We really are living in some crazy ass times. Until next time, I am Bob Six. Peace.